a point blank question was asked of Kliff Kingsbury.
Hey,
do you want to be a head coach again? And he gave this answer.
Do you want to be a head coach again?
Yeah, I'm sure at some point. Yeah, at some point.
Do you plan to interview for jobs this year?
I won't comment on that, but yeah, we'll see how everything plays out. But I'm very happy here. Yeah, this has been an awesome place, and has really helped me kind of rekindle my love for the sport.
Man, I love that answer. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him, though, because he's the is probably like, how do I answer it? What should I say?
Right.
Yeah.
Without being like, hell yeah, I want to be a head coach. This is kind of like, I like where I'm at. We've had a great year.
The number of times I ask a question of somebody on the show, you notice sometimes I front load it. I'm saying, and I understand me asking you about, your old situation makes it seem like you're not happy with your new situation. Or, where you start talking about you left a team that you loved. You're in a new spot right now, and you're talking up your running backs and your wide receivers right now, quarterback. That doesn't mean you didn't like the running backs and wide receivers you had before, because an answer like, yeah, I want to be a head coach is like, well, hey, I mean, you don't like coaching Jaden Daniels?
Right.
No, it's just like you want to run your own damn program. It's more money. It's more prestige. You're the one who gets to hold the Lombardi trophy up. Rex Ryan and his dad were the only sort of, defensive coordinators that got the credit for winning Super Bowls or going to Super Bowls like coaches do. I don't blame them for saying that. At all. And the neat part about it is that if a gig comes along that doesn't speak to him, or he's like, you know what, I don't know if I'd be set up roster wise or this or that. I don't get this. I don't get that. Then guess what? He can pull what Ben Johnson did and go back to Washington, D.C. or stay where he is. I'm sure he's still under contract. And it's not like Jaden Daniels is going to fall off the wagon. Like you're still in a position. But this is exactly why, again, if you hire a head coach, in my mind, the guy you're going to want to hire more than not, unless the guy really blows your socks off, is an offensive-minded head coach, because those are the ones who get poached. Those are the ones who say, hey, great, we're owners of teams go, hey, great job with Jaden Daniels. Great job with that offense. Great job making Washington or the quarterback into something that can take Washington to as many wins as they've seen since 1991. Great job. Now be my head coach, And so if I'm Chicago, I'm calling him up and saying, hey, remember that time that we all met with you with Eberflus and we hired Shane Waldron instead. Remember that? Remember that? Well, we'd like a do-over, please. And instead of the OC, we'd like you to be the HC and the OC at the same time, and do for Caleb what you thought you were going to do for him when you first came to Chicago. I think they visited with him out in Los Angeles. Right? I don't mind that answer from him.
I don't either. I mean, Kliff could come up north if he wants. I mean, the Patriots drafted him at one point.
Come on.
I think he's going to be a head coach at some point again. It's just, what's the right situation? I mean, he may not have a better quarterback than Jaden Daniels right now, so you may want to ride this out for a little bit with DQ and see how far they can take you.
Listen, if they don't have a quarterback, all set up for me, or somebody that we can draft that I believe in, or somebody that just got drafted and believe in, then Kliff Kingsbury should stay put. Tell the new ownership there, make me an offer to stay here and pay me head coaching money or close to it, and I'll still be the OC and live here and figure out the next time I can be in an HC. He's in a great spot, man, with a great quarterback and some real solid, terrific weapons around him.
And he's only 45. I mean, this coaching window is going to be open, I feel like, for a long time.
I don't know why you want Gerard Mayo fired so much, Chris. You know what I mean?
I would say that, Rich, that with all due respect, you haven't been watching the games like I have this year.
That's true. That is you're not lying. Cooper has, and he feels the same way you do. I just only feel like, listen, it's a guy that just took over for Bill. You never want to be the guy after the guy. Baker Mayfield is doing a remarkable job of being the guy after Brady in in Tampa. And I guess it's easier to do that than being the guy after Brady in New England. Mac Jones, as we all know, flamed out after a year or two, and we'll see. Time will tell if he can be the next Goff or Darnold or Baker somewhere else, and we'll blame it on the coaching staff that was there with him. I don't know. I don't think your Patriots are gonna make a move on him. I really don't think so.
I agree with you. I don't think they're gonna make a move, and I think that's the wrong move. Like again, like we talked about the other day. Yes, his plan has been in place for several years. Situations, circumstances, plans change, and you got to adjust and move on.
But I don't blame Kliff Kingsbury for answering that question directly.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.